abortion, and this is not a good topic. It's not a fun topic. It's very sad. It's very discouraging. It's not good. What about you? Did you?
I have a list of demands that would make me pro forced birth. So if you want me to lead in what I think would make me anti-abortion, I can give you my arguments as to what would need to be different for me to be anti-abortion.
That's fine. Go. It sounds like. Give me your list of demands.
First off is healthcare in the United States.
Okay.
It costs in the first year of being pregnant and having the child $20,000 on average in the United States.
Oh my gosh.
So you can work 40 hours a week, for the minimum wage in most states and not be able to afford just the medical expenses for the childbirth and the insurance that you have to pay for during the year and any medical visits for yourself or for the child. Yeah. But it's on average, the average person who has a child in America, it costs them $20,000 in the first year.
Okay.
Most people can't afford that.
Okay.
Most people can't afford $500 accidents. I think it's like 60 or 70% of Americans can't afford a $500 accident.
Okay.
Most people can't afford an abortion because it's around $500. So there's a lot of people, that's why they would have to borrow money from people or whatever if they wanted to get an abortion. And that's one of the facts where nobody's using it as birth control because only people who could afford that would do that.
Yeah. Okay. Hit me with your list of demands. I almost want to say this, going to like a universal health care, that's an entirely different topic than the rub of abortion.
This is my list to get me to probe forced birth.
Okay.
We would have to live in a society that had free universal health care.
Gotcha.
There would have to be job protections or income protections for the woman for the first 5 years. Either that or childcare. Because if she's the only breadwinner, then she needs to have a way to have the child cared for.
Okay.
So there has to be either free childcare or subsidized childcare based on your income.
Okay.
I also think the adoption process should not be a pay-to-play money fiasco that it is.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. You know better than me because you know people that have done it firsthand.
Yes. I've got numerous friends that have adopted, and it's like, they're paying $30,000 per adoption, and it may be even worse than that because I'm quoting, a decade ago. So, wow. Yeah.
So there needs to be a guilt-free social service of I would like to sign over my child to the government. I don't want to have a child, but I'm going to have it because of pro-forced birth. And I won't do an abortion. My medical care and stuff will be cared for. I can turn it over, and adoption, that I know the child will be adopted and not hidden behind a paywall.
Okay. That's interesting. I think that's a better world.